What's up, guys? This is Astranox showcase of Ran in RTA this time. He is so fun to use, guys. It's crazy when you land the defense breaks. The damage is just so high. It just really feels good. Ton of fun to be had. Of course, landing the defense breaks not so easy sometimes, but if you have a mage with a Gale's Ancient Book, man, you just soul burn the S3 and it's so reliable. Of course, unless you're fighting Earth heroes, evasion-based heroes, but I have him on the Guild War Unity artifact, so he has 20% hit chance more, so, less chances to miss his attack, so it's really nice. So yeah, I have him in, fighting various team compositions. This is like an easy one because, they have a Cleave team. I'm just climbing, right? I'm climbing, Gold Master, and I'm gonna be pushing even further. It's just I wanted to get the video together and give you guys, sort of like my review climbing the early ranks in RTA, which is, it's not hard. I have a lot of speed, but I have speed on a combationist booster, so I can actually, push the rest of my team so they can go back to back. You don't need the same gear level. You can pull it off with like, lower amount of speed, but as long as you go first, and if you have maybe a speed imprint on one of your other hero, is going to increase your chance to actually, go first. That Violet, but not evading. So yeah, a lot of players are picking Violet really bad against Ran if you're unlucky. So yeah, just like one of the first few battles, I did my placement, and then I'm in gold now. I'm just gonna be climbing up some more, and I'll share with you guys my stats actually after my climb. It's gonna be after the last battle, and then I'll show you my stats, my gear of course Ran and the other heroes in the teams. So I don't use many heroes, so that's the good news. And when you use a combationist booster, Rosie, Judith, you're gonna be able to have a much lower gear level. On your team, you don't need to build a bunch of heroes with like 200, 80 speed or something like that. You can just have a combationist booster that does have the 280 speed, and the rest of your team you can just build them with like 200 speed, and a bit over 200. It really depends. Like, if your CR pusher is actually boosting your CR by 25%, 30%, then it's easier to gear for, of course. So Ran, of course, I don't need to actually have crazy speed on him, so it feels good. Can have some effectiveness. Maybe I cannot bring a mage along, so I'm not going to be relying on the Guild Ancient Book that much. And it's a really good combo, like Politis with Ran. You got fire, ice, and Politis. If you pick her, well, the enemy cannot pick her, and if you use a combationist booster, which means like in most cases it's gonna be a non-attack skill, then you already have Politis. And that's great, and she deals good damage as well. You can build her with pretty high offense. If the enemy has any sort of like non-attack skill, then Politis is gonna trigger her passive, get some CR push, and yeah, go again. So yeah, you can see that the damage is pretty ridiculous. If I land a defense break, yeah, that's just the way it goes, man. You shred 70% of their defense, it's to be expected. Much easier to cleave a team when you do land a defense break, and once again the gear level can be much lower because of that. So this is like a budget cleave team. That's the thing, right? Because you are relying on a combationist booster or combationist boosters. So yeah, in this battle I do have Rose. I usually don't bring her along. I like to just bring one combationist booster because a lot of times the enemy will ban Ran or ban like Arbiter Vildred. They ban Politis sometimes too. So if I'm going with double combationist booster, they're just gonna let them through, and then I'm not gonna have as much damage as if I just went with one. But of course, if Rosie gets banned, if your combationist booster gets banned, that could be problematic. So you gotta be careful about that. But if you bring some heroes that are like high threat heroes, they're scary, so they just get banned, right? So if you bring those along, then yeah, probably going to get banned, and your CR pusher will be let through, and then you're going to be able to pull off your combo. So yeah, my experience so far has been good, and it's like I talked about, man, like Ran, his kit is just super strong. Currently in the meta, it's rough, right? Because we have a green Violet, green heroes, and then you do have to worry about other things like Angel of Light Angelica, right? So that's a hero that I ban. If I'm talking about like the ban phase, she's definitely one to watch out for. And I do like to pre-ban Ram, because Ram, she can be built like really tanky, slow on a counter set, and then you start to like do your cleave attacks, right? You're attacking everyone with Ran, you're attacking everyone with Arbiter Vildred, Politis, Vildred, let's say, like for my teams, the heroes that I do use, it's bad. It's bad because she's going to trigger that team-wide counter-attack, and then she's just gonna take out your team apart. It's gonna be sad, man. So that's why I pre-ban her. And then during the ban phase, I take out Angel of Light Angelica. If I picked Politis already, so that's good. I don't have to worry about banning her. But you can definitely notice that when I do land the defense break, the damage is super high, man. Like it just it feels really good. So yeah, even if they're like stacking those layers of protection, the fast break is that strong. And it's definitely about that ignore effect resistance when you have the 20 souls. It makes it so like even if they're stacking super high amount of effect resistance, like 200%, even like 300%, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, 15% innate resist, you don't have to worry about that. And you don't need to build effectiveness on him. So yeah, pulling that off is easy in like Arena, but in RTA, they're gonna see what you're trying to pull off, but sometimes they have to worry about other heroes that are quite dangerous, like Arbiter Vildred, right? You have to down him twice, and if they don't have an answer, like Blood Moon Haste, which is actually pretty dangerous if you do bring Arbiter Vildred. So I've been picking RB early on, and that's definitely an issue. It can be dangerous because they can just counter pick. So you can see Angel of Light Angelica, I just ban her. So yeah, you do have to worry about Violet, but if you're not like, yeah, if you don't keep on getting unlucky against him and you keep on missing and he counter attacks, stays alive with the life steal set, it's gonna be dangerous. But assuming you're not having some terrible luck, you should be able to pull through. You don't need to land a fast break on him. That's gonna be hard to pull off because you already have 50% chance of missing him, right? Because it's Ice versus Earth with Ran. Now, if you use the Unity Guild War artifact, that is going to be 30% chance of missing. But then he's an evasion-based hero, right? He has evasion when his skill 3 is not on cooldown, 35%, and then he has like Moonlight Dreamblade. So, I mean, the chance to actually miss him is going to be like 45% after, wait, 50, no, it's bad. It's bad. Like, it's still like a quite a high chance to actually miss your attack. So you can't rely on that. Definitely not. So, but by bringing Politis, that's a fire hero, which is good because, Violet has a non-attack skill as well. So if you decide to trigger that, then she could be triggered. Politis, she's going to be triggered if he does it. But yeah, assuming you're not unlucky and, Violet keeps on landing crits on your Politis, let's say. There we go. We got the crit there. So yeah, it's pretty close. That's the thing. It's a budget Cleave team. It's not, like I said, a Cleave team that is running a bunch of heroes with like 250, 300 speed. Just worry about having the big speed on one hero. And if you want to be doubling up on Combationist boosters, because I don't know, when I do that, yes, you can win versus a soft team, like a team that is not tanky at all. They don't have multiple layer protection. They're trying to run a Cleave team, right? A control team, whatever. So they're not tanky. So if you want to make sure that you're going, then yeah, you could double up on Combationist booster. And then you definitely want to try to bring a speed imprint the higher your league. But yeah, if you just bring one Combationist booster, that one might get banned, and then yeah, you're going to be having some problem. Unless they think or they believe that one of your other hero has super high speed or something like that. So yeah, as you can see, Violet is definitely the last one standing so often. But I had a good win rate. You will see it real soon. And yeah, I was able to reach Master. Not a big deal. I'd like to push... I don't know if I'll have time because I have 5 accounts, right? Like pushing to champion is just taking way too much time. But we'll see. I definitely want to try Ran on my first account and have like 290, 300 speed on him or something like that. If I can put Assassin Sid's gear, we'll see what I'll be able to pull off. But what I'm missing is MolaGora, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. MolaGora is always a problem, but he's gonna fit well there because I have a lot of like high-speed heroes that are going to complement him. So yeah, it's a good time. There's a lot of combos I do want to pull off with him, so can't wait to get that going. So I'll be trying to get the Molas and showcase him there. I might actually make another video on this one. We'll see how much, traction this video actually gets if you guys are interested. I know I'm late to the party with the RTA Rand showcase, but at least, I got it out for you guys and I'm giving you guys my thoughts. So here you can see the win rate almost 80%. So it went well. Sometimes some issues with Violet being lucky. I don't have Arbor of Eldritch because the enemy picked him, or Blood Moon Haste, of course, super problematic. But overall, it went well, especially if you land the defense breaks, man. Like it's insane the amount of damage you can do. It feels really good, and it's cool. Like Cleave has a new tool. It's in its arsenal, and it's been a rough time. But with Ran, feels like it's much smoother, and there's definitely a lot of good times to be had by using this hero. And also, like, a lot of players were picking Ran, and all these battles, of course, I couldn't have in here, but I have him built on speed crit. You can see his stats, pretty high offense. He does have effectiveness, so if I was relying on Tegill's Ancient Book for souls, let's say, I could just drop that effectiveness, have more attack, crit damage on him, or maybe just more speed, or a mix of all three. So yeah, you can see that my stats are, kind of hard to get on a lot of these heroes. This is a 1-year account, so don't feel too bad about it. I've been farming Wyvern the whole time, basically. So just keep that in mind, but I'm a free-to-play player. That's just how long it took, over a year, maybe like 14 months, maybe up to 15 months now so far. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely pull something like this off because this hero is completely insane. Anyways, let us know what you guys think about all that in the comment section. I'm Astranox. Good luck with all ya do. Peace out for now.